Okay, so Sting ends up winning, but like, how does the coal miner's glove?
In 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, it says Sting pinned Jake Roberts after hitting him with the coal miner's glove,
It's the shortest match on the card.
Which caused the snake Roberts was holding to turn on him and bite him in the face. What?
All right.
I don't know if that was like scripted or not. Okay, there's a pillow fight match in this apparently, and there was an object on a pole. Oh boy, love those.
I think
this is just a list of matches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had it. Are they the list of matches that were on there?
No, it's just a list of wrestling matches.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I thought this was like the stipulations and things. All right, where's the coal miner's glove?
I think it's part of
object on a pole, maybe.
Yeah, the object on a pole.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't care enough to know.
Judy Bagwell on a pole? What?
It's the spiritual forebear of the ladder match.
Yeah, that was one of the worst ideas ever. There was some match between like Buff Bagwell and somebody. This was one of the many things that Vince Russo did to kill WCW.
See,
and it's like one of the matches he put Buff Bagwell's, I think she was his actual mom, like Judy on a pole, and she was like more on a forklift than a pole. I don't know. I guess the match was you had to rescue his mom, or like not rescue his mom. I don't know. I guess you either murder his mom or you rescue her. I'm not really sure. But I have never watched that. I never have any plans in my entire life to watch this, and I don't think I will. And I hope we don't do an episode on this.
Donate to Patreon, I was going to say.
If you or anybody else that you know wants us to watch this monstrosity, then please send us emails or comment on our videos, or comment on the YouTube videos, and donate to our Patreon. You can email us at whydoesthisexistshow@gmail.com. I'm not talking straight now because I'm already having flash forwards of these terrible things. I'm having hot flashes. I need a medic.
On friggin' Vince Russo's career.
Oh God!
Just an entire podcast just about the objects on a pole match.
See, you know what? Really, Vince Russo. It was probably he was probably hired by Vince in like the '90s before he even went to WWE or F, and just to like get into WCW and like sabotage it from the inside out.
That's like a long-standing rumor that like it doesn't seem like there's truth to it, and it might be one of those things that if it is true, then everybody involved will probably take it to the grave with them.
Yeah.
But Vince Russo, it is a long-standing rumor that like Vince Russo jumped ship to WCW specifically to kill WCW, and he was like taking the money from both sides, but he was getting paid by Vince as like a double agent basically.
Corporate espionage, yeah.
Which it's plausible, but the other thing is you have to like, even though he's like credited for like all the Attitude Era stuff, he also had people who would tell him no if he had a bad idea. And there were also a lot of really stupid ideas that were greenlit in the Attitude Era.
Oh, yeah.
Like Val Venus as a gimmick was a very stupid idea.
The Katie Vick storyline.
Well, no, that was post Vince Russo. That was actually
okay. Was that in the Ruthless Aggression? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, also involving Val Venus, the Kaientai Choppy Choppy Your Pee-Pee storyline, where we saw castration as part of a wrestling angle. Actually, Goldust was a good thing, but there were like some weird things that, well, it's Goldust. You know what? Never mind. Goldust is Goldust, and we love Goldust. I'm trying to think of like some other terrible things in the Attitude Era. No, I think Vince being the higher power may have been a Vince thing. The Brawl for All was
that was probably
terrible.
A Vince thing.
That was probably the worst idea
before
that he
the
had.
Attitude Era, though, wasn't it? Wasn't that
No,
like
the Brawl for All.
96
No,
or
the
95?
Brawl for All was 99. Brawl for All was the peak.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Brawl for All was the peak of it, and like the idea was like basically Vince Russo did this whole thing because he wanted Bradshaw to like get his clock cleaned by somebody because Bradshaw was, you know,
an asshole.
Yes.
Bradshaw was Bradshaw.
Yes. But like real people got hurt.
Well, yeah, it was a real boxing match
and
that
like the guy
no one was trained for.
Yeah, and the guy
except
that
for
they
one
were trying,
guy.
and the guy that they were trying to push was like Dr. Death Steve Williams, and like, but that ended up backfiring completely, and like it ruined the guy's career because he got hurt for real because they didn't know that there was a real former Golden Gloves competitor or winner among them as Bart Gunn, and then like instead of just going with Bart Gunn and giving him the push, they like just fed him to Butterbean and like they like totally destroyed everything. So nobody ended up getting ahead, and God knows how much money it like cost, and there was nobody who like tuned in every week to watch this stupid thing. There's a great episode on Dark Side of the Ring about it, and you'll feel really bad for Bart Gunn after all of it because he there's a part of him that wants to like fight Butterbean again and redeem himself, and like he can't, like there's a like he can't do it. Like they set up a rematch with him in Japan or something, but they don't tell him but they give him like a day or 2 or 3 days notice or something like that, and he's like, I can't do this on 3 days notice. You need to like, I told you to do this like months ago so that I could have time to train for this, and now you're telling me 3 days in advance? I can't go ahead with this. I'm gonna get killed again. Yeah. So like that
they're treating it as a wrestling match, as a work instead of like a shoot fight.
Yeah, well this is like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And like, you know, you just feel really bad for Bart Gunn after all of this.